Hello guys, found another video on the old YouTube. This was from someone called The Modern King, another feminist one. I apologise for that. I am thinking about doing some other types of videos, but this one I already chose, so I'm just going to do it, and then maybe next time it'll be something a little different. So let's get on with it.
Would I get paid more if I was a man?
Probably. Yeah, just stronger, faster, smarter, more intelligent.
I wouldn't say about smarter.
I don't know, that's just how they also like
Oh, looking gutted.
They're more consistent over a period of a month.
Look at the face, like, no.
You're the fourth highest paid person in the team, and you're less than half of the age of the highest people who are higher paid than you. Would I get paid more if I was a man? The only other person who's he's worked longer than you, who is a man, is paid less than you. He leads a team of like 12 people or something.
Yeah, this is a big thing, like this with equal rights. If they're doing equal the work and done the job for equally as long, yeah, it should be equal rights. But until they're doing the same thing a man is doing, I don't see the point in trying to charge a woman twice as much. Because if that ends up happening, you've got to pay a woman the same amount and she doesn't do as much work, there'll be less jobs for women in the first place, because people won't want to hire men because the women just don't do as much work, especially when it comes to manual labour. I won't say that about the office or anything like that, because I believe women in the office are better. They can multitask, men can't. It's a simple biological fact. If a man can multitask, he's one of the rare ones. So anyway, let's get back to it.
You don't have anyone you lead. You have no leadership. You haven't even made a proper sale yet. Do I get paid? You already get paid too much.
Oh, these are angry. Oh, this one. This lady shouting out, "You recorded me without my consent," is in a public space. He's allowed to video anyone. Simple as that. And the entitlement of a lot of these women says, "You can't do this unless I say." The law says differently. Sorry. No, you can't.
What are some of the things you were told about men while growing up?
Don't trust them.
Do you mean don't trust
I agree
them?
with that one.
What is the most surprising thing you've learned about men from your experiences?
You can't trust them.
Don't be thick.
Facts.
Do you prefer a man who is a gentleman or a bad boy?
Bad boy. Bad boy.
Right, here we go. Good man or a bad boy? So you're going to go with the bad boy, and the bad boy's not trustworthy. So therefore you can't trust him because you're going for the wrong type of man. Dozy cow.
Is it fair to say women lust after bad boys that want to settle down with nice guys?
Yeah.
If you happen to be looking for a quality man, where would you expect to find one?
A quality man? Church? Yes, that's...
When was the last...
So if you find a good man in church, why are you going to the nightclubs dressed like a tart? If you're wanting to find a good man. You're just wanting to find a good time, not a good man.
time you went to church?
Step
Exactly.
1. Complain that you can't trust men. Step 2.
Oh, he's just saying what I thought.
Choose men you know you can't trust. Step 3. Play victim.
This man's
because
killing it.
men you knew were untrustworthy turned out to be untrustworthy. Step 4. Repeat step 1. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
They have a quota to hit with how many things they complain about, and will knowingly
Yeah, isn't that
manufacture
right?
their own problems just so they can complain about it.
I said women don't like dudes who got their own, who don't need them. They rather deal with men who are not that intellectually aggressive, who gonna let them say what they want and do what they want. They rather deal with a man like, not saying you like that, but most women out here don't want to deal with a man who gonna say, "Baby, nah, don't wear that."
Yeah, this is what it is. The want guidance, well, they say the wanting guidance, the wanting a good man. But when they get a good man and they say, "No, don't do this, don't do that," for their own benefit, or for the benefit of the relationship, or whatever, and they will reject what they're saying and they'll hate it.
Now, baby, don't talk like that. They don't really want to deal with that. They rather deal with the dude who let them say and do whatever they want to do. And
Yeah, they want to get away with stuff.
Be a man.
And then later on go back to him.
So my question was, do you support a real woman?
Let me answer that question.
And the reason why I asked
Okay, I'm
is
listening.
because if you put a real woman, she's going to agree with you. Hey, maybe I shouldn't step outside wearing this.
I respect that,
this
baby.
Yeah, bloody hell, wow.
Let me answer that.
A base woman.
This is the problem. The real woman is standing too close to the hoes, so we don't know the difference. No, listen. I met a lot of women. They don't.
Excuse
I don't
me.
care if they from the hood. I don't care if they got two parents. Their interests are the same. It's like right now, right? If you see 10 lions coming down the street, are you going to try to figure out which lion going to bite you or not? You're going to be like them 10 lions. So unfortunately,
It's a good analogy, that one.
agree with too much that these hoes is on, so we don't know the difference.
I actually have found that I think men are more likely to have bizarrely unrealistic expectations. I have so many girlfriends who are highly accomplished, highly educated, great people, and just wonderful women.
We don't
And the
care if you're
dating pool is
educated.
Absolutely brutal.
What
for
are
them.
these men looking for?
We're not looking for a-
It's entirely unclear to me that it's like, why are the men not jumping to want to date them? So if
Well, Alicia, those are not bizarre and unrealistic expectations.
There you go.
Because reality is that ultimately men want to build a family, okay?
Yeah,
and
there we
most
go.
men don't want to be with an accomplished and educated woman because those women are entitled, demanding, and a pain to deal with. Even
Yeah,
different studies
true.
will tell you that that's the case. So most of your accomplished and educated friends are very likely to end up with a cat instead of a family, just like Whoopi.
Oh, man, shot fired.
So women are
Oh,
now
wow.
blaming men when a woman does something to another woman.
What I see nobody talking about with that video of that girl who got thrown in the pool by her friend is all the guys looking at her afterwards. Like, they literally have, like, their sunglasses down. They're, like, absolutely disgusted that a woman could distract them from their good time.
If you don't know the video she's talking about, it
I
was
haven't
a
seen
girl
this one.
who got pushed into the pool by another girl. Less than like 2 seconds afterwards, a dude is helping her out of the pool. So I gotta be
Okay,
honest,
so what's the
this
problem
was
there?
confusing to me. But then I saw her responses in the comment section where people pointed out, so there was a guy that helped her out, but you're also saying how dare all the guys not help her out? And
But there's
here's
someone
where
helping her
it
already.
gets wild. I kind of more so meant maybe someone would jump in and try to lighten the mood. So a girl
Oh.
pushes another girl in the pool, a guy immediately helps her out of the pool, and I mean, like, as soon.
So, just because a woman got wet, a random man's got to get wet just to lighten the mood? Just to stop the woman feeling embarrassed? Well, why did the friend push her in the first place?
As soon as her head pops up out of that water, dude was helping her out of the pool. But the guys are assholes because none of them jumped in to also get wet. I
Yeah, exactly.
sincerely hope she stretched before that reach, because holy
Logic isn't her strong suit, so
No,
expecting
not at all.
logic from her will only leave you disappointed. In her mind, everything is a man's fault by default, whether a man did it or not. She could be in a room of only women, get hit by one of them, and would likely blame the man who built the room
Yeah,
before
yeah,
she ever
exactly.
considered blaming the woman that slapped her.
I saw someone say at the end of the day, women can trust a bear to be a bear, but can't trust a human man to be humane. Yes.
What the hell?
Yeah. Holy crap.
So,
That is.
so you're trying to say most men are worse than a bear that'll rip your head off? Because you can trust a bear's going to rip your head off, but you can't trust a man just in case he might. Where's the logic in that?
This is the deepest thing I've probably heard in regards to this whole debate. We can trust a bear to be a bear, but we can't trust a man to be.
Oh, and repeating it.
Yeah.
Trying to reinforce bullshit.
Freaking depressing.
How freaking depressing. Girls will have a body count over 10 and then hop on a podcast and pretend like they're still human.
Does height matter? It does matter. Even though men can't change that.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's what is it without women in wanting tall men. But a man can't stop this. But I can guarantee what he's going to say next. he'll ask to measure the waist size because that's something a woman can control, but they won't admit it.
So we're gonna measure your waist.
Yep, exactly.
More women own more homes than men, vote at higher rates than men, do not have to do dirty, grueling work as often as men by any measure.
Yep.
Men hold debt at higher levels than women.
Yep, because they're keeping the
Yet
family
women
together.
graduate at higher rates and have higher rates of higher education. And women claim they have no duty to be a mother, but courts often side with them and go in their favor because of the expectation, role, and presupposition of them intending to be a mother. Insurance is less expensive for women, and suicide rates are higher in men.
Yeah.
Women also...
The insurance is less because they're doing less dangerous jobs, they do less dangerous things in life.
have lower crime rates and are convicted at a lesser rate for the same crimes as men. And yet the majority of the enforcing all these rights and laws are men, including the military draft, which only men have to sign up for. And yet somehow the patriarchy is oppressing women. So is the patriarchy actually that bad?
No, it's the women women doing it on themselves more.
Jesus Christ.
Just shut your mouth and let me finish.
Whoa, that's
Thank
a bit
you.
rude.
About time. 2 + 2 = 4, would you agree? Is that always true?
Well, yeah, it's always true.
What do you mean by always?
Oh, here we go.
In past, present, and in the future. Is it a universal
I mean, it
truth?
depends. Like, there's like an entire
Like
she's
even arguing
whether
what
we
2
found
+
that
2
or
equals
it's
4.
always existed. Like, for example, if there was no one to see it,
Oh
like
my
in
days.
the cosmos.
You know, in the beginning of the video, I thought, why is he being so rude to her? Then she opened her mouth and
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Conversation and argumentation with every session. This is crazy. Some of the people, they argue that 2 + 2 is not always 4. In the cosmos, when you go penetration into the sky, it's 2 + 2
Penetration into the
always
sky.
4. Or maybe it was 3. But it's not her fault. It's the fault of this android tights with hair guy who bring her into the show. You know she's a... Why you bring her to explanation her situation? I don't understand Asian.
All you hear about is toxic masculinity, but what about toxic femininity? It gets glamorized. Modern feminism has taught women to be exactly everything that they hate in men. Emotionally unavailable, selfish, prideful, lack of accountability. I mean, y'all already know accountability is like a woman's kryptonite, and I could say that wholeheartedly because I've
Like
been
the
that
truth
way.
is to the left.
Men are taught, step up, be leaders, be men, be protectors, be provider. And then it's like women are told, you deserve more, no matter how you act.
Yeah, well, this is part of what I was saying in the previous video. A lot of this is due to the divorce rates as well, when it's just single parents, especially when it's just a single mum raising a kid. The girls are taught that men are crap. The boys are taught to hate themselves. But yeah, anyway, I hope you've seen that one. But anyway, crack on.
I mean, we say we want accountability, unless it's only for men.
Exactly.
And if the woman's the problem, we just call it trauma. Be patient with her. It's trauma.
Just leave it.
If a man is considered the problem, we call it abuse.
Yeah.
I'm not saying some of that is not true in some cases, so don't flip my word. And I'm sorry, ladies, but the toxic dating culture is not trash because of men. It's trash because people nowadays lack conviction, they lack integrity. I mean, y'all wanted equality until it came with consequences. Y'all have
exactly.
Men saying, I've just decided altogether to avoid women.
Yeah, and a lot more men these days are. It's just a lot of men do not want to deal with the hassle that comes with a woman. A lot of men now say it's not about finding love, finding happiness, it's about finding peace. That's all they really care about these days.
That it's better to be single, guys. And they're like almost proud. Like they're almost like happy about the fact that they're gonna choose and make the choice to avoid the entire the entire gender of women.
Yeah, because it's not about happiness. Like I
Because
said, it's about peace, and a lot of women don't
They
get
have
this.
yet to actually resolve the war they have within themselves.
It's not a
Men
war.
are only avoiding certain types of women, and those last 2 videos showcase this. The first carries herself like a mature adult who is understanding, doesn't blame everything on everyone else, and takes accountability.
Yeah.
The second is simply dismissive and acting as if it's men's fault that they are unwilling to tolerate disrespectful and entitled behavior, riddled with double standards and one-sided expectations.
I find it really interesting that
exactly
when
true.
a father shaves his beard and appears before his children, the children will usually give them a look of fear.
That is an interesting bit of information. Let's hope you don't follow it by saying one of the dumbest things ever.
That says to me there is an instinct that is born in the human species that tells all people, including male babies, not to trust men they don't recognize. And yet somehow, only women are constantly patriarchal.
I like how someone in comments asked, do you have an academic source to back this claim up? And then she responds with,
To back up my personal opinion.
yeah, my personal opinion is later. There's this trend on TikTok now for women who just hey man, to just say something so apparently wrong and just claim it to be fact. Do I need to explain this, guys? Do I need to explain how facial hair changes how a person looks? When you pretend to take a baby's nose, they'll actually think their nose is done. Is that because men used to take babies' noses back in preschooler?
I told my fiance that I wanted to get a headlamp to go running. He said, what do you need a headlamp for? And I did that whole eyebrow raise thing, all skeptical like. He said, so I can go running because it's dark outside. He said, I thought you've been running when it's dark. You just stay on like the well-lit paths and areas. I said, yeah, but I want to hit this other trail and it's not lit. And so I need a headlamp so I can see.
So she's wanting to put herself in danger, but she wants a light so she can see the danger. Yeah.
He said, oh, you mean that trail that's kind of like out in the woods that doesn't have any other lights, that not a lot of other people around? I said, yeah, bingo, that trail. He said, absolutely not.
Good man.
I said, did you just tell me no?
You would be the first person to go in a horror movie. I was hoping this was going to be satire, but no, she's dead. She did. She's upset with her husband because he doesn't want her running at night
in danger
through the woods. There's no light. Nobody goes down it. Probably no cell signal. And she's literally having an argument with her husband on why can't she? Are you a child? Are you a child? No. Even a child would know better than to go down that.
Yeah, the child.
Shouldn't even be running.
A child has a innate fear of the dark. So yeah, in common sense.
At night to begin with. This shouldn't even be something that, and this actually touches on a topic where I was like, women don't really believe this is dangerous out here as they make it seem like online. Because what you mean, you're going to go running down a dark path at night with headphones on. There's no light, no cameras. If you get hit upside the head, you just gone. I feel bad for your husband, but not really because he picked you. I bet he got a handprint on his forehead from doing this so much. If my wife brought something as stupid as this to me, I would honestly be reconsidering marriage and the person I married. Like, honestly. Like, if we're having an argument over something like this that's like bare minimum common sense, I would be concerned for your decision-making pertaining to yourself, our safety, and our children's safety. To be honest.
How much did that boat over there cost?
Maybe like $4 million?
4 million?
Yeah. Actually, no. No,
4 million?
5.
I wish I could buy that for 4 or 5 million. Seriously. No concept.
Million.
5 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you enjoyed this video, I promise you.
Right, okay. That was, I should look up how much the actual cruise line actually costs. I think it's in the few hundred million. But anyway, that was Modern King. Seems a quite decently based bloke. As always, I will put a link in the description so you can actually see the video without me chuckling over it. So yeah, but anyway, please, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you really want, and hit notifications so when I do drop another video, you're one of the first to see it. Thanks a lot.